This is a TSWN special movie review presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new movie review special presentation. I am Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro, and joining me on this movie review, they're back. They have returned with reckless abandon. If you haven't seen it, you should. My good friends Chris and Dave are back, fellow Geek Table Talk hosts. We reviewed, let's see, this is our third review together, right? This is the triple threat. This is the trilogy. We did Mortal
We
Kombat.
did it. We did it, boys. We got there.
We did Mortal Kombat, which you can click up here. We also did boop, boop, doop, doop, Black Widow, which was a part of the Geek Table Talk, but I did some at the 10 and turned it into a solo movie review. As well as now, we are here to review a movie. You should already know what it is because it's on the title. It's on the title screen. I know you see it. But before we get into said movie, just want to say thank everybody. We are now at 512 subscribers. Woo, we made the halfway point. We got to the pit stop. So the contest is still going strong. All you have to do is just leave a comment on this video or any movie review video or any Geek Table Talk, any of my game reviews or gameplay videos. Just leave a comment and you will be in the registry to win a $50 gift card. If you don't want the card, $50 cash app. Either way. So you just have to leave a comment and that is all. But be a subscriber. Why? Because that just makes us feel better. So you can be 513, 514, and so on and so forth. Just hit that red subscribe button. It'll only take a second. Blue thumbs up. Blue thumbs are always cool. And hit the bell and turn your notifications to all so you will be notified every time a new movie review, Geek Table Talk, game review, or gameplay, whatever video we decide.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. Any kind of visual shenanigans that is put on the TSWN YouTube channel, come on there, you will be notified. Anytime a new one pops up, you will be notified, and then you can watch it at your own leisure. And guess what? It's absolutely free. The only thing you pay is a little bit of your time, and it is time well spent. It's valuable. Trust me. We will not waste your time with BS. We are not DJ Academics. Just kidding. He's awesome. All right. So, oh yeah, and Twitch. Jump on the Twitch train. I've been a twitching a whole lot. Chew. I am a true hardcore Twitch bitch. I have no shame. I enjoy it. It is fun. If you have not been checking out twitch.tv/madnessad, shame on you because boy, this past week has been fun, especially when I'm playing Spider-Man. The stories I tell, the stories you'll hear.
Go web, go.
Fly. So thank you once again for everyone who subscribed. Let's get to the not final destination, but one of the greatest destinations. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 views. Let's get there. Hey, 512 subscribers. Go forth. Tell a friend. Tell them just to hit the red button and just keep it moving. 1 tell 2, 2 tell 4, 4 tell 8. You know simple mathematics. We can do this. Let's get there. So thank you, everyone who is a subscriber, and thank you to those who may be subscribing. You see how nice I am? I even thank y'all fucking asses. All right.
Future things. See, we got it covered.
You've been thanked graciously. All right, so let's get into this movie review. Ladies and gentlemen, the movie we have decided to review is DC's The Suicide Squad.
See, look at us though, on the ball, just premiered, already getting it out.
We are on point, you know.
On this one.
Yeah, I mean, we could have did like we did with Mortal Kombat. It took us what, a couple of weeks.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
we
man,
have the game.
we're tired people. Things happen.
We work, we have
we're-
lives, but we said we want to review it so you can have something to enjoy. And hopefully you do enjoy this review. So, yes, we are going with The Suicide Squad, directed by one James Gunn, starring Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, John Cena, Joel Kinnaman, Michael Rooker, Viola Davis, Joel Ostrander, Nathan Fillion, Jai Courtney, Flula Borg, Mei Ling Ing, Pete Davidson, poor Pete, Sean Gunn, Stephen Blackheart, Steve Agee. Oh wait, I did not know that was her. Tanashi, hey, Tanashi Kenji. I'm not messing up your name, you beautiful black lady. You, Jennifer Holland, Fernando Martis, and Milton. Rest in peace, Milton.
Where's Will Smith?
We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna ask that question, and we're not gonna answer it.
Big Willie style.
So, the whole plot of this here 2021 film that comes from the great folks of DC and Warner Brothers centers around supervillains Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and a collection of nutty cons at Bel Rev in Louisiana prison join the super secret, super shady Task Force X as they are dropped off at a remote enemy-infused island, Cortos Maltese. I said it correctly. I don't think I did. I probably just like butchered the name, but Corto Maltese.
Sounded good.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna just get into it. We'll let you know the good, the bad, and quite possibly if it's worth 2 hours and 12 minutes of your time. Chris fidgeting in the chair does not represent how he truly feels about the movie. So since he is fidgeting, that means he is ready to go. So we will let Chris start this review here off. Chris, what were your thoughts of The Suicide Squad? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a sequel. Yes, but it does not say Suicide Squad 2. It's just The Suicide Squad, which by title kind of means it's like this is the ultimate Suicide Squad. Like this is the one. But holy shit.
The penultimate squad.
Yeah, I think there's another squad after that, probably. So, Chris, what were your thoughts on The Suicide Squad?
Well, possible spoilers. I'm going to try to keep them out, but they might slip out. So just a warning.
Yeah, I'll put it on the script and on the title.
So I'll start with the bad. Then I'll come back and do the good. The bad, I did get kind of bored in the middle of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Harley Quinn was kind of forced. I felt like the producers watched the movie and they're like, more Harley Quinn. More Harley Quinn. That's what sells the movie. That's what people are going to watch. So it seems like they kind of just put her in there in the middle. I don't know. Her story just seemed kind of just forced for me. So the middle of the movie was kind of slowed down for me.
Yeah.
Other than that, the good is that I enjoyed the beginning. I enjoyed the end. Definitely had the weirdest villain we've ever seen. It was very entertaining. Other than the middle of the movie where it just felt forced and kind of slowed down a little bit, I enjoyed it. I liked it better than the first one.
Cool. Okay. Dave?
Yeah, I'll agree with that, man. Like, for the most part, dude, it's started off hot, I say. I'll try and keep out the spoilers too. Yeah, started off hot, started off crazy, man. I'll say that. I mean, going into it, dude, no, it was. Let's start using some of the buzz for it. Firing on all cylinders. So it was
okay, cool.
No, I really enjoyed it though. Kind of like Chris said. I mean, it was pretty much, real good until then. Like in the middle with Harley Quinn, because don't get me wrong, character's awesome. Margot Robbie's awesome. Everything, but the whole thing just kind of slowed down, and it's true. It was kind of more like, can we get a little bit more of this? This is our star power. This is one of our big star power. The Harley Quinn, yeah. But I mean, other than that, Dude, the whole movie I thought it was great. Like, a lot of action, a lot of shenanigans. You know? I mean, it was cool, man. I enjoyed it.
Oh, well, one of my goods is that the filming, the style of it was amazing as well. Like, there's a lot of great shots, creative shots.
Yeah, I like the way the shots, and I like I guess how he would go into the next narrative and whatnot
with the chapter titles.
Yeah, correct.
Operation.
I thought that was cool.
Harley Quinn. Yeah. For me, the good. In all honesty, I guess I'm riding in the same truck with you guys, because the beginning and the end were fun, enjoyable payoffs. The middle, that was kind of like the lag of it. But I was okay with Harley. I really was, especially at the beginning, because you didn't see her for most of it. You know,
right? Yeah,
we didn't get inundated with Harley the whole time. You know, like even at the beginning of the movie, I literally thought they were going to start with Harley, but we actually got another blonde, another, Snow White haired person in Savant. You know, those flowing locks, played wonderfully by Mr. Michael Rooker, who is basically James Gunn's go-to, along with James Gunn's younger brother, Sean. I was like, oh, okay, so this is how we're going. We're really starting off here. And then it goes into, we get to see Idris. And I'm just like, woo, watch all them folks just turning in the ball over.
That's what I was to say, man.
You know, all that wetness with Idris and his little pointy head. And then there was still no Harley. So I just kept going, well, where's Harley? Like, even in the introduction of most of the squad, where they walk in, from the wall and everything, still know her. And then she makes her grand entrance, and I'm like, oh, okay, now, I guess this movie really can start. But I was kind of glad that it didn't focus so much on her. The trailers kind of did, but the middle, I'm somewhat in that vein of, I guess the higher ups are like, yo, we really got to get butts and seats.
Like, it wasn't like, I don't know how to put it. It was just like, it wouldn't have been as like, it's like, I don't know. They just kind of, it was just a little too much,
Yeah.
Like if it cut back a tiny bit, and I mean, I think it would have been fine,
Right.
I think it would have been funner if she started on B team, and just from the start,
Yeah, I'm like that too. But there was one thing I actually did enjoy a lot about Harley. She wasn't sexualized like she was in the first one. And I'm not saying that to gain feminist followers or any of that bullshit. I've always thought Harley was a force. Yeah, when, she made her first appearance in Batman the Animated Series, she did have the Jester's costume, and it was skin tight and form fitting and revealing. But I never saw her, which is weird. I never saw her as a, I guess, a sex symbol. I always saw her as this little powerhouse firecracker ass kicking woman. Like, yeah, she was truly in an abusive relationship. It was the Sid and Nancy of comic books. Joker and Harley, and they were gonna take each other down a path to ruin. But it would be a fun ride just to watch. But I never took her as a, as most, comic book purists, as this, I guess, this masturbatory, female character. I always just took her as this, as a really cool, badass character. I just left it at that. And I liked her costume. The dress thing was kind of like, oh, okay. What an homage to Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice. You remember the wedding? All red wedding dress. So I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. As for the, I guess I'm still in the good. The good was 100%. The first 20 minutes of this damn movie. That's not good. That was excellent.
Yeah, that was.
It was kind of done in another movie, which I'm not gonna name, but they still nailed it.
Yeah. And you know, like another good thing about this movie, it wasn't what we saw during the DCEU's run. We could actually see the characters. We can actually see the colors. There was no sepia tones. It wasn't all this dark stuff. And it you can be dark and colorful, people. James Gunn has showed you numerous times. You can have some dark storylines, but still you can see the imagery that is being shown on the screen. The only thing I have to say bad, the pacing was a little off. And yes, it was mostly in the middle. And the middle was trying to, I think, be a continuation to the Birds of Prey movie, where it showed that Harley can't be held by any man. She's one who cannot be kept. And I just kept sitting there and I was like, oh, okay, this is about to turn into some kind of Iyanla Van Zant therapy session where she's gonna get hugged in the mammy titties and tell her, baby, it's all right, you a mess, but at least you left his punk ass, you know. And she's like, I've seen all the red flags. And I'm like, oh dear. It's a Twitter feed now. Like, now we're in Twitter zone. But I felt the movie picked itself back up, and that's what made it good. It had a lull, but it found its way back to the main focus of the story.
You're right about that. It definitely did.
And the characters, I will say that was another good thing. Characters that people do not know. I had said, hey, James Gunn made us fall in love with a talking raccoon and a talking tree. Now, I didn't fall in love with the weasel, but I did like King Shark. You know, Nanawe, I did like him. You know, I thought he was cute. Nom.
You know,
He's just a hungry man.
I actually like the rat. The rat kind of grew on me.
You like the weasel?
No, the rat. The little rat.
Oh, Sebastian. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. Why is that rat waving at me? Maybe it's because he likes you, you know? And that was sweet, but that's James Gunn. And I told this to Chris, and I said this in one of the film groups I'm in on Facebook. If you're looking for this comic book masterpiece or this cinematic tour de force, throw that out the window. Just don't have any expectations, just then you go and see it. But what I really enjoyed is the Suicide Squad really was a high budget stylized trauma film. Like Lloyd Kaufman,
that's a good way to describe it,
would be happy. Lloyd Kaufman, because it's so trauma, because I think that's where James Gunn got his start. He made a couple of films for trauma, I believe. So, or he worked on trauma films. If I'm right, yay. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. Leave a comment, you could win the prize. So I really enjoyed it. I thought the script, very comic booky. I mean, it's Task Force X. If you read any Suicide Squad comic book, it's you want to get 10 years and knocked off your sentence, you're gonna do this and
do some shenanigans.
Yeah, and then it goes left. You know, Viola Davis, love her. That woman can act in anything. She can act in Paper Bag, the documentary, and it'll be an Oscar-winning performance. But I think that's where I'm like,
she's always got that badass persona, like always.
Like she really has Amanda Waller like locked in.
I don't know, man. She's one of those, like, within that character, like, oh man, I don't want to mess with her. Jeez.
Exactly. You know, and I like my women BBW, but she's a little smaller than Amanda in the comics. Now Amanda thick.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, she's a little. You know.
Yeah, Amanda.
His daughter, we're not gonna do that, right? You don't know half of what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, oh dude, her lines were so menacing and
yeah,
so
I know. It was
don't give a damn.
Like, damn, man, she's okay. Damn.
Even at the part where she is taken off the chessboard, off the board for a minute, you still kind of wonder, like, ooh man, if she comes back on, what the hell's gonna happen? You know. But she really did capture the spirit of Amanda Waller.
I mean, you see her, like, you know, her subordinates and everything. They're just like, wait, is she really gonna do this shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, they're children. get the damn thing off
Don't
the
give a damn.
damn. You know, Amanda Waller should have her own meme, fuck them kids, because she really did not care.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Anything to get the job done, to get the mission done, she's going to do it. And that right there makes her the most dangerous woman in comic books. You know, and I know there's some dangerous women. I know they'll say like, Marvel has the Phoenix. I don't think the Phoenix will ever step up to a black woman that's on a mission. The Phoenix is not powerful enough to mess with a black woman on a mission. Sorry, it's just what it is. You know, so I enjoyed it. Those were my good and those were my bad. And like I said, I only have one bad: the pacing when it lulled into the Harley and the Presidente of Corto Maltese. I was just like, okay, sure, cool. Okay, we're continuing that Harley is emancipated, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's get into it. Now the Thinker's here. Great. You know, and shout out to Peter Capaldi, Dr. Number 12. Him as the Thinker was hilarious. You know, it was short, it was small.
Yeah, it wasn't,
but we have to give, while Idris and Margot were so cool and stuff, John,
Cena Nation, man. Come on.
Oh man, John Cena as Peacemaker. Oh, we saw you a lot in ways I did not want to see John Cena.
That is true.
I mean, huh?
We might see him again.
Well, we are going to see him again because there is a Peacemaker series coming on HBOMax.
Yep.
So it's not really a spoiler, kids. If you've seen Suicide Squad, you already know. People that you see on screen may not make it till the end. We're not going to tell you. Well, we kind of are, but Peacemaker does have a new series coming out on HBOMax. But the question is it a continuation or is it a prequel? Origin. So
do it all for America and peace.
If I was on this island and there were a bunch of dicks and I was told to eat it, I'm like, dude, your obsession with genitalia is scary.
I just like the fact he's like, I can do what you do, but better.
Yes.
A little answer between the two.
Oh, yeah. Him and Bloodsport. Like, I want a movie of that. I want a buddy film of that.
Yeah,
of
their banter about
Peacemaker.
just, you know, murdering people.
You know, why do you do it? Well, and that's the thing about Peacemaker. Peacemaker's whole thing is he will do anything for peace. Like, women, children, grandparents, be damned.
Oh, yeah,
if you're disturbing, he's taking you all out. You know, Bloodsport, he's an assassin for hire. You know, and to the so-called purists who got mad because of the line, he put Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet to the chest. Please read your comic books. He did that. I just want to let y'all know that actually happened. Yes, the Man of Steel was turned into the Man of aluminum foil. Just for a comic book, just one issue. Then he went back to moving planets, and he was white again. So just calm down. It's comic books. So I enjoyed all of that. Even the way Amanda used his daughter for him to join Task Force X. I'm turning into John Cena. Ass. I thought was really cool, you know, but I would love to see. I'm sorry, what's that?
We're from Louisiana. Didn't you think that was kind of a harsh punishment to give his daughter?
But that's Louisiana.
He was just stealing, right? A watch?
Yeah. But once again, Louisiana.
Yeah, say you gotta remember where you're at, man.
We do live in a dumbass state. Like, look, yes, we gave the world gumbo and all that shit, but this state is stupid. It is stupid. It is beyond
that's why I was like, man, as soon as she was throwing out the threats, I was sitting there, it's like, yeah, it's pretty believable in our state. She could do that.
And the fact, and this is where I just went, yeah, that's real. It's a black person.
Oh yeah, she could easily.
It's a black girl. You know, if it was a white girl, I seriously think if what's her name would have said, yeah, you know, I can make it stick to where she goes to prison and come right here to Bel Rev. You know, the judge is gonna turn that around and say, well, you know what, little Hillary Butte, go home, start your lemonade stand, and maybe one day that'll keep you from a life of crime. not at it's Tamika. I forgot her name in the movie. Girl, you better get your black ass in prison. You know.
Oh, and not only prison, but we send you to the worst one.
Yeah, we're sending you to the worst prison. Bel Rev makes Angola look like daycare. Just from the ways of it, you know. And I was just sitting there going, wow. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, James Gunn. I see you trying to make a social statement here, sir. We get it. You know, and I laughed at it. But
like I said though, it's like, damn, in our state, it's true though. Like,
yeah, our state is shit. Oh, and I forgot to say, hey, Sylvester Stallone as the voice of King Shark. And hey.
Hey, let me ask you this, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a fun movie, but were there times where a scene happened, you're like, whoa, that was pretty dark? Like, there's a few times something happens, like, whoa, it's kind
of... I think when a certain person's face got blown off.
That, or I got ripped in half, or the heart.
Yeah.
The picture.
I just went, I forgot this is rated R. And then I said, oh, damn, I forgot this is James Gunn.
Yeah.
He's a kid in a candy store. You know, like DC probably just went and said, look, we're going to save you from Marvel's blight. Because keep in mind, this was made because Marvel gave him the axe because of some dumb tweets from 10 years ago. So we're going to let you have carte blanche, but you can't mess with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern. Justice League, period. If they were in the Justice League, you can't touch them. But you can play with, and I guess he probably just sat there and said, you know what, I'll take the Suicide Squad. You know, and I give props to, this was a smart move by Warner Brothers to just let him go. You know.
It really was, because like Chris was saying, yeah, there were a few parts that I was like, whoa. But like, then there was some also a few parts with like just the dark humor, like like in the middle when they were going final Rick Flag there. It's like, wait a minute.
Like, there's also a scene where somebody gets stabbed in the heart, and I'm like, okay, they get stabbed in the heart. Then they zoom in on the heart and watch the blade in the heart. I'm like, Jesus.
It was like somebody said, you know, I watched this movie Mortal Kombat, and I played the video game.
I played this game, and they did that X-ray thing,
and I think this would work. And James Gunn was just like, cowabunga.
It's in a movie.
Yes. You know, John Cena sat there and said, you know, James, maybe if I spoke about that starfishes are slangs for assholes and talk about beaches filled with dicks.
Let's talk about beaches with dicks and buttholes and, you know, and show my breadbasket a little bit. You know?
In the tidiest of whiteys. I'll allow it. You know, James Gunn was the Mills Lane from Celebrity Deathmatch of this movie. You just gave him an idea.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. You know, it's like, okay, well, can we pretty much start slaughtering people in the native land? It's a go. So I think James Gunn was that sadistic kid with those G.I. Joes and Barbie dolls, and just shit happened.
I've got explosives. I've got a magnifying lens. We're going to town.
When the shark caught that guy, I'm like, all right, he's gonna kill the guy. I think he just rips the guy.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
it's like,
I thought he was just gonna eat him like usual. Oh.
Yeah, well, I think he was full because sharks, you know,
once.
Yeah, sharks just beat the crap out of you. You know,
I eat now.
Yeah, no. Now, would you eat your friend? And I just like, no.
Just kind of hesitates.
Yeah. Shout out to Sylvester Stallone for that, though, man. Because I mean, look, these characters are some of the weirdest, out of bounds. What the hell kind of? What was DC think? Matter of fact, what were comic books thinking with creating these kind of characters? You know, and it was just like, all right, well,
like the Weasel and King Shark.
Yeah, TDK played beautifully by Nathan Fillion, and I was sitting there and I was like, are they really gonna do what I think they're gonna do? Because you remember they kept saying, what is TDK? Well, That's my name. So your name is a bunch of letters? Names are a bunch of
It's
letters.
like, well, technically the names are all letters.
Yeah. And then when you finally realize it, that his name, which it is in DC, the detachable kid, you know, you sit there and you just go, I can't believe they went there.
Or Mr. I'm a freaking superhero.
Oh, Polka Dot. Okay, Polka Dot was such a great character to have in it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wanted to give that bastard a hug, man. That dude deserved therapy.
Yeah.
He deserves therapy on a high level. Hey, Polka Dot, it's your mom. I'm just like, oh yeah.
Everything is his mom. Like, oh God, here we go.
If somebody deserving a Jan Van Zant mammy titty hug, was Polka Dot.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Polka Dot,
for sure.
Polka just needed to be embraced into the boobage and held tightly. This is a superhero movie. It's a comic book movie. The bad guy, the villain, which there were many, because the whole movie is about supervillains. But the big baddie, aka, I'm gonna say Amanda Waller.
Yeah, I was gonna say she kind of was the big bad. I guess
She was the big bad in this movie.
Basically, in the sense, yeah, she really was. But...
He was the like the Civil War guy. What's his name? Baron or
Baron Zemo.
behind the scenes guy. Yeah.
Yeah. She was the puppet master.
Yeah.
You know, but not even the whole. Well, we knew that wasn't gonna be the big bad, but the true big bad, the kaiju battle of Starro, the introduction to Starro in the DCEU came at the hands of not the Justice League, but the Suicide Squad.
Yep.
You know, so what did y'all feel about that? Did y'all like Starro? Did Starro command love in this film, or was it like, okay, cannon fodder, let's move on?
I felt like I wanted a lighthearted, fun-filled movie, and I mean, it brought what I wanted. You know, just something just have fun with. Definitely the strangest villain we've ever seen, but
yeah,
at the same time, I have fun with it. So I mean,
right.
I just thought it was nuts seeing Starro in, you know, actual big movie. It's just like, wait a minute, this is like, yeah.
You're supposed to have Green Lantern shooting a beam at you.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like, no, wait, we got, dude, speaking like a little, same subject, but a little off, but dude, Bloodsport's freaking weaponry and his arsenal
Very
in
cool.
this movie. Holy God.
Very
that was
cool.
the way they did all that.
Yeah.
Like his guns coming together and everything.
Right.
Transformer gun.
Yeah, like, dude. But anyway, yeah, Starro, man, that was, I don't know, man. It was cool seeing him on the big screen. I'll give you that. And yeah, it was cool seeing, you know, these bunch of crazies take him down. So.
Yeah, but really took him down.
That's how we're gonna do it. So yeah, I actually like Starro, and I felt for it. You know, like I kind of felt
because with the way they did it in this movie, it's like, oh yeah, man. It's like, well, damn, I'd be pissed too.
Exactly. I used to love floating and watching the stars, and I'm just like, ouch. Maybe.
And then these assholes.
Oh man. All right. Well, with that being said, I guess it's now the time not to say goodbye just yet, but to let you know where do we rate this bad boy, and if we would recommend the Suicide Squad to you for your viewing pleasure. Do you have 12 hours? Well, 12 hours. Oh my goodness. Do you have 2 hours and 12 minutes to give?
Don't worry, guys. It's not the Snyder Cut.
It's not a Snyder 12
Cut. Hours.
But the way folks are acting, they may start crying for an Ayers cut of the other Suicide Squad movie, and no, I don't need it. So, Dave, what do you rate it, and do you recommend it for viewing?
Let's see. Let's go with the tier scale. You know, S tier being the God tier. You know, we'll give it the You know what? I'm gonna give it an A. You know,
Ooh.
I thought it was good, man. Like,
Okay.
action was cool, story was, it was fun movie. You know, a lot of crazy violence and everything. Kind of what I expected, you know. But I really enjoyed it, dude. I recommend it. Like first one, I've probably been like, I don't know, you can watch it on a Sunday when you're bored, you know, on TBS, something like that kind of thing. You know, one of those in
On
the
a
background
UHF
kind of
station.
movies. Yeah. This one, no, man. If you have the means to check it out via streaming, theater, whatever, no, go check it out. It was cool. I enjoyed it.
Chris, your thoughts?
Well, with the S tier thingy, I give it like a B plus.
Okay.
It was fun. I kind of compare it to Guardians, which may be unfair, but it's James Gunn's other work.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care for the characters as much as I did in Guardians, but
Right.
I mean, so I wasn't that attached to them. Like I said, the middle kind of dragged a little bit. It wasn't very fluid the whole way. But I mean, yeah, I definitely recommend it if you have time to watch it. You know, set aside a couple hours and watch it. Definitely.
Cool. As for me, I give it a Peacemaker tidy whitey.
Give it a bread basket.
I give it a bread basket. And for you ladies, you'll enjoy it. For you fellas, you'll enjoy it. I thought the action was well done. As I said before, I find it really, really trauma-esque. It is definitely a high-budgeted trauma film, one that Lloyd Kaufman would definitely be proud of. I think James Gunn did what James Gunn does. He has fun with in ensemble cast. He likes big set pieces and big moments, as well as smaller set pieces. And he was left to have fun. And that's why, you know, The Suicide Squad is a much better film than Suicide Squad. He had no limits other than characters. And probably budget, because I do say it's a high budgeted trauma film, but you know, trauma films used to cost maybe, you know, $50,000 and maybe $100,000 back in the day.
This.
And rain. Yeah, they made it rain. I do recommend you watch it, but if you go in with low expectations, you will get high results. You will find fun in it. Don't really compare it to Guardians, because that'll definitely bring some sadness to your heart. And don't fall in love with a character so quick, because they might get their face blown off. So
It's almost like Guardians and Deadpool combined, but not quite that tier.
right. Yeah. It has the fun of both,
Right.
but
The edginess.
the edginess of Deadpool, but it just doesn't. It's like Luther Vandross's curl. It just didn't curl all the way right, you know. And once again, rest in power in paradise, Brother Milton. You served us well.
Milton, man, the man, the myth, the legend,
the unknown.
the legend.
Yes. And if you do watch Suicide Squad, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Going on what you said, it's like, look, if you go into this and you were disappointed with the first one, you're like, oh man, and you actually checked it, I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Hey, David. How many dicks on the beach do you give it?
I give it 50,000 out of all of them. So, you know, there's a lot more than that on the beach. So, Peacemaker couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, Peacemaker will let you know. I think
He'll let you know about all of them.
every grain of sand would be a dick. For Peacemaker to,
and Peacemaker would take them all for peace.
all for peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do recommend it. Boy, Peacemaker's in my head.
All right.
I gotta get those thoughts out my head there. No, but we do recommend The Suicide Squad, brought to you by the good folks at DC and Warner Media. So, how do you watch it, you might add? Well, we're not a goddamn commercial for it, because we're not getting paid, but we'll be nice and say that it is on HBOMax for a few more weeks now, until September 5th. So if you have HBO Max, I highly recommend you watch it. If you want to battle the Rona, which I do not recommend.
I say in this state, you might want to
stay away from them
subscribe to the
theaters.
Max.
Yeah, subscribe to the Max or other ways. Hint, hint, wink, wink. More VPN.
Not us.
But not through us. Yeah, take some time out. Watch it. It's mindless fun. Go with no expectations and you'll come out with awesome results. And just have fun. Because that's what the movie is. The movie's not trying to be this launching point for anything other than one thing that we spoke of earlier. It's not hardcore connected to what you've seen, although there are pieces and inklings there. It's kind of its own standalone fun.
This is not some like we're starting this whole grim dark universe again and all this stuff. No, this is go in there. Shit's gonna get blown up. Shit's gonna get crazy. Like, just have fun, you know?
Yeah,
exactly.
I barely remember Suicide Squad. I didn't see Birds of Prey, and I had no problems with following this one at all. So
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have made it. The review has ended, so you know what I usually do. Thank you for watching, but before you go, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. It'll only take you a second. Blue thumbs up. Blue thumbs are cool, and it helps with YouTube's algorithm. Let's try to break it. Let's get us up there on those most viewed videos. And hit that bell and turn your notifications to all so you'll be notified whenever we drop another movie review, Geek Table Talk, as well as video game reviews, video gameplay run-throughs, which now that I'm on Twitch, I will be moving these gameplay videos to YouTube, and somewhere down the line, I will be doing a live stream of gameplay on YouTube just to see how it works. So you'll get notifications for that as all, and you'll get to see my cute little rugged face, as well as my two buddies. We may have guests, which next Geek Table Talk, I do believe we may have a guest, so fingers crossed. You know, we're trying to get guests heavy. So with that being said, once again, thank you, 512 subscribers. Woo! We are moving forward on the road to 1,000. Make sure you leave a comment under this video or any of the videos under the TSWN banner, which is movie reviews, Geek Table Talk, gameplay videos, and game reviews. Leave a comment. You will be registered to win, for a chance to win. One person, $50 gift certificate or $50 cash app transfer straight to that winner. So thank y'all once again. I really appreciate it. I'm not trying to buy you. I'm only thanking you. So with that being said, to Chris, to Dave, thank you guys for joining me for this one. And to you out there, my adoring public. Oh, there's a heart. I don't even know if it'll show in the recording, but maybe it will. To you guys, please be safe out there. Delta is out there. Now they talking Lambda. I'm just waiting for like the tri-lambs, so it'll be a Revenge of the Nerds virus, and everybody who get it, instead of getting sick, will just be like, You gotta watch Revenge of the Nerds to know where I'm coming from with that. So please be safe out there. Wash your hands, wash your feet, most definitely wash your ass, wear a damn mask, get vaccinated. If you're not comfortable with being vaccinated, stick with the mask. Be, kind of just take care of yourselves. Take care of the ones you love. Hell, go a step further. Take care of strangers. You never know. You're going to be blessed for it. So, till next time, stay geeky.